Hello and welcome to Business Talk, brought to you by the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce. I'm Britt Scarce with Emory Federal Credit Union. I'm your host, and today here in studio we have Dwayne Dews, who is the Area HR Manager for UPS, here to talk us about UPS and HR.
All right. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Dwayne?
Doing well. How are you?
Great. Thanks
Good.
for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're coming up on a very busy season for
Yes,
UPS. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have going on to kind of ramp up for Christmas.
All right. Appreciate that. Yes, we are approaching peak season. So where our volume doubles this time of year.
A lot of that online shopping.
A lot of that is contributed to the online shopping, right? The e-commerce. So at this time, we're ramping up for staffing. So for HR, our peak season is right now. So in the Cincinnati area, Sharonville, Cincinnati area, Northern Kentucky area, we're putting on additional package handlers, people that work inside the facility, ramping up in that area up to 200 additional package handlers in the Sharonville facility alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're actually the area manager over Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and up in Dayton too.
Yes,
so you
that's
have
correct.
Over 5,000 people or so that you oversee.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when you bring folks on to ramp up for the holidays, obviously you need all this, extra help for that. Is there potential for some of those, kind of temporary type of folks to be able to stay on after the holidays?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Now, such a significant ramp up, we won't be able to keep everybody right away.
Yeah.
There are some that will stay on once the season's over, and there's others that if they want to come back or stay on, when we have the opportunity, we'll bring them back.
Okay.
But certainly if, they come in and it's a good fit, they do well, then we'll have a permanent opportunity for most of them.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I know we were talking a little bit before that, they may start off part-time, but that could lead into a full-time, job, maybe driving or some other type of roles also, right?
Absolutely. We're actually, some of the seasonal jobs we hire for are also drivers. So in this area, we're bringing on over 100 drivers, seasonal drivers, whether that's package delivery drivers, so the ones you see driving the brown trucks around town, tractor trailer drivers, so Class A CDL drivers. We have a need for those. We're hiring those, and also kind of a newer position here at UPS. We've been doing it the last 3 peak seasons. The personal vehicle driver.
Oh, okay.
So
so they can use their own personal vehicle, and then
absolutely.
Okay, that's. I mean, that just goes to show what the need is. I mean, how many packages need to get where they're going before Christmas, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, and those drivers get paid the same as our package delivery drivers.
Wow.
Yeah, starting off, those drivers will make $21 an hour, but they'll also get mileage for driving their own personal vehicle.
Okay.
So.
How do you bring on those folks? I mean, how does somebody kind of apply for those positions, or do you go to particular job fairs to kind of rate? That's a lot of people you have to bring on.
Very good question. So we do a lot of online advertising because most people are looking online for jobs. You can apply on our website directly, upsjobs.com. And you can see every job that we offer in the enterprise and apply for whatever is best suited for you. But for us to attract those people, like I said, we do a lot of online advertising. We do some radio ads. We do go to job fairs. And then we have referral competitions with our employees to try to get them excited about referring a friend. So.
Oh yeah, I think I would imagine that some of your best employees probably come from people that already work for you.
Absolutely.
They're like saying, hey, get their friend or their relative to come down, and if they like working there. And UPS is a really large organization. You guys have a lot of benefits.
Absolutely.
I know you were mentioning even some college tuition that's offered in addition to, I'm sure, retirement benefits and health benefits and that sort of thing.
Yes, yes. UPS is a place that you can start your career and retire. I mean, we have a lot of employees that work there over 30 years and retire, which is kind of unheard of in today's workforce and climate. You have a lot of employees that bounce around, but that's just not the case here at UPS. Once we get get you locked in and you're sold on the company, you pretty much stay.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably struggle with some of the same things that a lot of other manufacturers struggle with. Just finding people that are, that want to come to work, that want to be there on time, ready to work, and when you can find those folks, they probably stick and they stay long term.
Correct.
Because it is a good paying job. That's above normal wage, obviously,
absolutely,
that you're talking about. That's great.
Now, see, our part-timers coming in the door, they make $14 an hour.
Okay.
Plus, we give them a bonus. If they come to work every day.
Okay.
We give them an attendance bonus.
Okay.
For the new hires. So that's an incentive. But the best thing we have too for our part-time workforce is the same benefits that our full-time drivers have. Our part-time employees have those benefits.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Not a lot of companies do that. In fact, they try to, on purpose, hire part-timers so they don't have to give those.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So Christmas is coming up. You're going to bring all these folks on board. There's some of them that are going to be able to even stay on after the fact. As far as HR, providing good benefits and that sort of thing, any other really cool things that UPS does to help retain their employees?
One thing we do, we kind of talked about the benefits. We have tuition assistance for our part-time employees, $52.50 a year for tuition assistance. So that's really appealing to a college student.
Yeah.
Part-time job, works with their class schedule. Plus, we help pay for some of that college tuition.
Wow.
You probably hear it a lot with the election coming up on tuition and how expensive it is. Well, that's one of the benefits we offer.
Yeah.
The other thing is really, I think, to retain your people is just get to know them and try to make it an exciting place to come to work.
Yeah.
So, as you know, it's been pretty hot. We do things like. Right?
I was talking to you about how your trucks aren't air conditioned. These drivers get to drive. When it's 90 out there. I feel for them.
It is very warm. So I mean, we do things. As far as when they come in, we'll have different safety activities to kind of enhance that awareness. Cool solution stuff. So we might have Gatorade or on the hub, snow cones and stuff like that, just to kind of keep them excited about coming to work, but
nice
also
little perks.
Right, and give them make them aware, man, it is hot. I need to stay hydrated, while performing this job because, unfortunately, no, there is no AC. But
wow.
But
so do you happen to know? You might not know the exact figure, but how much more volume kind of comes through UPS during the holidays, just to give folks a kind of an idea of just what a huge undertaking it is.
Yeah, I would say, I'm just thinking, one of the facilities, one of the sorts, probably would go from maybe 60,000 on a given day. That's just one shift, one part-time.
Yeah,
sort.
Like packages?
Right,
Okay.
and then they'll bump up during a peak day over 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just one sort, one, part-time shift.
Yeah.
So,
man,
nearly double.
Yeah. So the need is real. I mean,
all
these all these folks though. I mean, they're normally working hard anyway, and then you do that, and then of course, now. How do you train those folks that you bring on that fast? I mean, I'm sure you have a pretty good system for that. I would assume.
We do, and so all of our jobs we go through a 30-day, a week class to train them in the classroom, and then there's a 30-day training program. During peak season, you're putting on so many more people, that might get, might speed it up a little bit. So, and in some cases, for example, our Sharonville preload, for example, the early morning shift in the Sharonville facility. Normally we might have about 230 people. During peak season, that expands to about 350.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're ramping up so fast that, and they might not do, some of those last few hires might not do the exact same job that the first 230 were doing.
Yeah.
Just do, kind of an easier job, but just help us move the volume through the building.
Yeah, you don't need as many skills necessarily to do that.
Exactly.
Just, get them in there and have them just pitch in.
Right, exactly. But then when we bring them back later on next year for, a permanent role, then they'll get that extra training.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one example. The other thing is we just really do a lot of training.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's constant.
And a lot of times we'll even ramp up our management staffing through peak, and then, so we have more hands, more people to train.
So not as much time off at UPS during the holidays.
No time off. No time off. No.
I mean, that's obviously, you're in an industry that's just, just think of how much of your annual revenues kind of come in at the very end.
Right.
Like that. Not that you don't make money all year long, you do, but I mean, I'm sure like a lot of businesses, this is the time.
Absolutely.
So everybody take vacations in January and February, right?
That's it, really. I mean, vacations from January until the first couple weeks of November. Now, for HR, usually my team, I say, get them all in before October, because
you're going to be busy bringing on people.
Exactly.
That's a lot of people to onboard.
Exactly. Exactly. But, even we take care of the management team, the people that are on salary, if they're working extra days or something, give them some comp time. Yeah. Some extra days off at the beginning of the year for that. But yeah.
They need it after the holidays.
Absolutely.
Everybody's fried.
Absolutely.
Well, it's fascinating to watch how different industries and different companies work throughout the year, and you're in a very unique type of role, because everything kind of happens just crazy at the end of the year for you. So how you guys are able to manage that is just a phenomenal thing to watch. Right. So, but you guys are a very appreciated employer here in Sharonville. And what's the website again for the jobs?
UPSjobs.com. So UPS, basically our company name, jobs.com.
Okay.
And
fantastic.
and really any job that we have available, it's going to be right there on that site.
Okay.
So you can find it, look around, see what your interests are, and you can apply for some entry-level management positions, part-time package handlers, some driving positions. Just to talk a little bit about those personal vehicle driving positions, and also our driver helper position. I didn't even mention those. In most cases, you can work within your zip code. So, for example, if you're a driver helper, where you're helping a driver, you're riding along with the driver, helping a driver deliver the packages, we try to put you with a driver that works close to where you live. And as a personal vehicle driver, same thing, we put you in an area close to where you live. That way you have some area knowledge. And it keeps, it's a tighter area. Yeah. So, we might rent a garage or a warehouse in an area, drop packages off in the morning, and then that personal vehicle driver will go to that garage or that pod or that warehouse, load up their truck or their vehicle, make deliveries, go back, load it up, make deliveries, do that all day long.
That's great.
Yeah. And then,
great way to make some extra income for the holidays.
Certainly would be, yes. Absolutely.
Well, Dwayne, this is great information. Like I said before, you're a great employer here in Sharonville. You guys do great work. Obviously, no one gets their packages without you guys.
Right? That's right.
So we appreciate you coming in and telling us about this whole process and what you have going on for the holidays. Right. And you've been watching Business Talk, brought to you by the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce. Our guest today has been Dwayne Dews from UPS. We'll see you next time right here on Business Talk.